How to play tic-tac-toe lesson 3. So if you watched the previous video, then you know that if you're playing against me and if I move here, you have an 87.5% chance of automatically losing the game based off your first move alone, which is pretty sweet for me and sucks for you. So to avoid losing, you have to move in the middle. To know why you have to move in the middle, watch the previous video. So let's see. This is the situation we need to consider now. And there are two ways I can now go. So because you move in the middle, you've essentially negated my primary trap. Okay? If you move anywhere else but the middle, I can set up a trap based off your first move and win. So now I have to set up a trap based off your second move, and we call this a secondary trap. Okay? So a secondary trap is a trap I am going to use based off your second move. Your first move negated my first attempts to set a trap. Now I have to come up with a new plan. And my new plan is still, I guess, sneaky or devious. Alright, so in particular, we're going to talk about the classic tic-tac-toe trap. Okay? I call this the classic trap simply because it is the one that people generally know about, and it's surprisingly a very effective strategy. Okay, so I call it classic just again as just in general. If someone knows how to play tic-tac-toe, that's what they do. Okay, so I'm going to use black for whoever's going first. I'll use blue for whoever's going second, and we're just going to number our steps. So here is the situation. Black went first in the corner, blue went first in the middle. Now we have to figure out what to do. So if black moves in this corner here for their second move, blue is now free, right? We saw in the previous video that the purpose of the primary traps is for the player who goes first to force the second player to go where the first wants, so you can set up the trap and get the double winning solution. In this case, as the first player, I can't do that. You've made a defensive move. So now it is up to the second player to do what they want. So they have a lot of opportunity to do whatever. However, you gotta be careful. So in lesson 1, we talked about how people kind of think of tic-tac-toe linearly. So when I see this, usually people are tempted to do this right here. They move in a corner. But if you move in a corner, you've now fell into my trap. Boom. See? I now can win either straight down or across. And that is the classic tic-tac-toe trap. So how the classic tic-tac-toe trap works is it's rather psychological, because if I move here, you move in the middle, and I move here, I have no idea why, but everyone seems to think that they should move in the corner for their second move. There's something psychological about it, I swear, that they move in the corner, because there's no reason why this trap is so effective otherwise. I mean, you have 6 possible choices, right? Let's see here. At this point in the game, you have 6 possible moves. Okay. And if you move in either corner, you lose, which means you have only 2 out of 6 bad moves, which gives you a 33.3 repeating percent chance of losing. Okay. So by probability alone, if you just pick some spot, you have a low percent chance of losing. But in reality, when you play against a human player, as I said, there's something psychological about this, and people will fall for it every time, and they will lose. So if you move in either corner, it doesn't matter, you lose. And this is because of the symmetry, right? So we saw it where you move in the top top left corner? Well, it could be the bottom right corner. So here, and then boom, there's my winning solution. So up and down and across. So to avoid the classic tic-tac-toe trap, okay, what we have to do is if I move here, my first move as black, and then blue moves here second, and black, of course, moves here. Blue cannot move in either corner. So let's just pick somewhere. Pick this central position. Now black has to block. Now, since black blocked, blue must block black. Now black must block blue. That needs to be a 4. Now blue must block black, so there's a 4. And then last move is right here. So every time this will eventually turn into a tie game. So if we have this situation here, we can summarize the results as this. We have this situation. If this is your second move, then you lose. Boom. We'll put exclamation mark. If we move here, 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 then it is a tie. Okay. And the reason why we know it's a tie is because of symmetry. We worked it out in one case, and since this board is symmetric, it's going to work for the, doesn't matter what central position, okay? So the goal then, in general, is if you are going first, you want to set up a primary trap. And if that doesn't work, you want to set up a secondary trap. Now, the goal for the person going second is you want to avoid these traps, and you're just playing the game to tie. I mean, if you win, that's great, but if you're playing against someone competent, the odds are is you're just going to tie. You want to try and set up a trap when you go first. So until you go first, in general, you have to just wait. You cannot, in general, there's very few opportunities for you to smell a offensive and to get your own trap made. So you just have to play the waiting game, wait for the other person to go first, do their thing, see if they actually know what they're doing, and if they don't, maybe you'll win. Maybe if they're done, maybe you'll win. Otherwise, you just have to just wait and try and tie it out. All right. And with that, we can move to the next trap. So this is the classic tic-tac-toe trap is the first of 2 secondary traps I can try, even though you moved in the middle, okay? And now we'll turn to the second trap in the next video. So if you've enjoyed watching this video, first, thank you for watching. Second, consider subscribing to our channel, and if you're really interested, I wrote a book on how to play tic-tac-toe. It is a nice, lovely little book, self-published on Amazon, so easy to find. It is also cheap, $10 for a paperback and $5 for the ebook. And with that, it also comes with plenty of diagrams. It's a lot of fun. So there's 2 ways you can help support me and my endeavors. Thank you for your time, and I will see you with the next video.